Welcome back to our Italian renovation journey, where we tell the story of craftsmanship, friendship, and the joy of realizing a dream. In this episode, we will show you some of the material choices we made and how this brought us another step closer to completing our holiday space.
So one of the great perks of doing a project in Italy is that stone and beautiful marble is actually from there. And so we had several stonemasons in the surrounding villages.
And a really fun thing is to actually be able to walk into one of these warehouses and choose the slab that you actually want. That's a really great thing.
And they have the factory there. They cut the stone the way you want it, the thickness and the finishing touches on it. So it's all very custom made and quite affordable actually.
Yes, and we wanted to find a marble with not so much yellow in it, but a little bit of a pink tone. And this marble that we chose, it comes in variable lengths, but it became the cornerstone of our whole design actually.
Yeah, because we did it both on the inside, but we selected it also for the outside in the end.
Yeah, to keep the inside and the outside blending together. When we started to ask around for someone to help us lay the stone, I got in contact with a guy named Vitucci. I think they call him Vito down there, but Vitucci is his last name.
You spoke a lot about him when you had worked with him and put the stone down. I was always quite intrigued by this because you don't really speak Italian and he speaks nothing except Italian.
No, but we communicated anyways. I don't know how. It turned out that I am exactly the same age as his son and he is actually the same age as my father. And that was a great thing. And I think I actually have a friend now in him down there. And it's a great warm feeling.
Yeah. Well, despite the fact that we were very careful and informed each other a lot about the stone and that it was from there and it would be appropriate, it turned out that it was quite sensitive to citrus fruit acids. And since we have citrus trees, the fruit falls down and causes little mini craters.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think we've already learned something after the first fruit season of owning this little house is that
Definitely.
We pick all the fruit before
Yes.
it becomes overripe and falls down.
Yeah, you do that. I actually got to pick all the lemons when I were there now. And we gave all of it away to our neighbors and they were really happy. And they promised me a bottle of limoncello. So I'm looking forward to that.
Next year we'll make it ourselves.
Yes. Next up, we wanted to choose the colors for our walls and our ceilings.
And so the kitchen, we had this plan originally to go with a deep aubergine at the bottom and then go with like a pink shade on top. But ultimately we landed in two shades of, I don't know, like a warm lavender. I'm very happy against the walnut of the cabinets and that wild green worktop. And before you have these things in place, you have to keep an open mind.
Yeah, of course. And we tried to combine that with a kind of sand colored ceiling, but that just was a no-go. So I ended up painting that white with a paintbrush, and I had to be super careful. My ladder is not very tall, so I had to stand on the top of the ladder painting this, and also the walls were already painted and I didn't want to get any stains on it, so I was super nervous.
So in the living room we had some very bold plans
Oh,
for
yeah.
a change. So we wanted to go with like a green, orange and blue color scheme.
Yeah, and I think we did something very unusual for us. We actually had someone else come in and do something really artistic for us. We have a good friend, his name is Luigi, and he is an artist. He lives in Lecce and he works mostly with paper. But we actually asked him to make a kind of a statement wall in our living room. And gosh, we were nervous. I think you were.
I think I was more nervous because I'm not that brave usually. I'm quite conservative, and I've really had a strong sense of what I wanted. And when you hand it over to an artist, you have to kind of let go.
We wanted to go with some calm color tones. So we wanted to have some blue, some maybe blue-green, some sand, and I surprised Helen by making actually a wall with a marble effect on.
I'm very impressed. Did you know you had an artist in you?
Well, when I was young I was a singer, but I'm not anymore. So I had to do something to express myself.
Yeah, and I suppose working with clients and commercial products, there's not much space for the creativity. That's fun.
It was fun to be a bit wild.
Yeah, I'm happy.
And to look at the expression of your face was also quite fun.
I love it.
Or was it?
I loved it. I still do. The light fittings that we chose for this was very kind of simple but elegant in a brushed brass finish, which gave us a combination of vintage charm, which went really well with the modern furniture. And in the living room, we went with a little more grand selection of an Italian chandelier. It was a bit of an adventure again for you to put that up. How many crystals?
I think it was 105 crystals, and each crystals get connected to the lamp with one screw and one nut.
May it never get dirty.
Oh. Well, I don't know how many hours it took to put it up, but it looks great now.
Yeah.
We wanted a very practical and durable material in the bathroom. Natural stones are beautiful to look at, and the touch and the feel of them is great. But when it comes to the bathroom, they get stained and it's really hard to keep them really clean. So we wanted to go with some more technical material.
Yeah, we were recommended to go to this fantastic showroom of tiles about half an hour from our house. And we were immediately seduced by, for them, quite a new material by an Italian company with really large, oversized porcelain tiles. And they have marble and onyx effects in different colors. And
they look great.
they looked just amazing. So we settled on a cappuccino and almond kind of marble onyx effect on the walls.
Yeah, and the floor we chose kind of a black mat with some white and brown effects in. When we got them, they were 2.8 meters high by 1.2 meters wide for the walls. 6 millimeters thin. So it was a nightmare to cut them outside and then bring them in without breaking them.
The house had progressed a lot. And as you may have noticed, the start of our channel hasn't contained a lot of filming so far, because we made the decision to launch a YouTube channel later on. But it was time for a break now, and summer came around. A little bit of work was happening at the same time, but we mostly just relaxed and enjoyed life. because these moments are the reasons that we live and the purpose of all the work that we do, to spend time with our family and our friends and savor the fruits of our labors.
We spent a lot of time apart for this project, which has been challenging. Helen has been managing the house, our busy life with the kids, while doing the video editing and project planning from home. I have been doing intense periods of physical work to put the house together here, driving or flying down 2-3 weeks at a time. So it's really special when we come together down here. I stop for a moment to be overly focused on the day-to-day physical labor and tasks, and she gets to reconnect to life here, which can at times feel abstract being back at home, spending hours in front of the computer. We work on creating the small details that make this place a home, discussing our dreams and what we planned for and how we can make that into reality. We discover new places to eat, go to markets, try new wines and meet up with friends. I love our conversations, and now there is a perfect little paradise taking shape where we can continue to deepen our connection. We hope you join us for the next episode where we dig into the garden, the pride and joy of this little townhouse.